I just got to Six Flags Magic Mountain, and the reason why we're here tonight is for Fright Fest, which is their annual Halloween event. If you follow my channel, then you might know that I actually worked at Fright Fest for about 12 or 13 years. But the reason why I'm making this video tonight is to present the question, is Six Flags Magic Mountain Fright Fest the worst theme park haunted attraction? Now, over the years, I've heard a lot of people talk about how bad it is, so I thought we'd explore this. Now, I can't imagine that it's the worst, but we're gonna go in and check it out. Now, I'm not gonna give my opinion. I'm just gonna present my experience and then let you make up your own mind. So, let's go see what we can find. Okay, so here's what's going on. They have two new mazes this year that are supposed to be a big deal because I think this is the first time that Magic Mountain has ever had mazes based off of a movie. And the mazes are Saw and the Conjuring. And they were really hyping these up, supposed to be a really big deal. And so, you know, we wanted to see them. And we were actually supposed to come here on opening night. We were gonna come with Adam the Woo. And then just a few hours before we were supposed to leave, I looked on their website and it said that X and the Conjuring would be opening up later in the month. So at the last minute, we decided not to go because we wanted to do all of the mazes. So we waited until the first weekend of October, and I went on their website and it said coming soon for both of those mazes. So at that point, I decided to call Magic Mountain. So I called them on Thursday and it took forever to get through to anybody. Like it was such an ordeal. But I finally got a hold of somebody and I told her, you know, I asked her if those two mazes were gonna be open, and she said the Conjuring is open. We're still not sure if Saw is gonna open tonight. Now keep in mind, this was about an hour before Fright Fest began and they still didn't know if it was gonna open. And I told her, well, we're planning to come to the park tomorrow night and we wanna plan our trip and we wanna go through all the mazes, so we wanna know if they're open. And she said, oh, well then call tomorrow. Why are you calling today? What was I thinking? So the next day I called back again, same thing. It was like this huge ordeal to get through to anybody. Finally, I spoke with someone and she said, no, I don't believe Saw is gonna be opening tonight, but we're hopeful that it'll open sometime later in the weekend. And I decided, you know what? Let's just go. Who knows if this is ever gonna open? So now here we are. Okay, we just went through security and we're about to go through the main gate, and there is no line whatsoever. Actually, we're gonna go through this line. This is the annual pass line. And yeah, no, well, it really doesn't matter, does it? Now we are in the park now, and the first thing we have to do is go get a haunted attraction wristband. So the way it works at Magic Mountain is you pay an entrance fee to get into the park, but then if you wanna go into the mazes, you have to also get a wristband. It used to be like 15 bucks, and I think it's a lot more expensive now. But that is what we are gonna go do. Right over there, that's where you get the wristbands. And here's where you get the haunted attraction passes. You can see regular is 30 bucks and express is 70, which is pretty pricey. Like I said, regular used to be 15, and it used to be a pretty good deal because getting into the park was cheaper, and then, you know, you added on another 15 bucks. But now it's, I want to say it's like 75 or 80 bucks to get into the park, and then you put another 30 on that, and it ends up being more expensive than some of the other haunted theme parks. Uh-oh, you hear the announcement? Zombies, demons, and ghouls. All right. Now we decided to skip the opening scaremonies and head over to the Conjuring first, which is over this way. And yeah, we decided to head there first because we figure since it is one of the two new big hyped up mazes, it'll probably have the longest line. Now typically the mazes here don't have extremely long lines, but like I said, since this is a new one and they kind of really hyped it up, I think it might have a long line. So we're gonna go there first. We got about 20 minutes before it opens. Now this is one of the scare zones right in between Revolution and the Conjuring. I don't think there's any scare actors out yet because still about 15 minutes before Fright Fest officially kicks off. And this was actually the first year I ever worked here. This was my area many years ago. Okay, so we got to the Conjuring. There's already a little bit of a line. Like I said, it's about 15 minutes before it officially opens. So we're gonna hop in line and wait. So my son was just saying to me, you know, we got 5 minutes until it opens. And I was like, yeah, if it opens on time, I have a feeling it's not gonna open till 7:15. And so it's 7:15 right now, and one of the supervisors just came out and said that it's gonna be another half hour before it opens. All right, so we could not stand waiting in line anymore. So we jumped out of line and we came up to the top of the hill, and we're gonna go in Willoughby's. And as you can see, there's absolutely no line for this one. Oh. Where are the scare actors? All right, so no exaggeration. I think there was 3, maybe 4 scare actors in there. We were basically just walking through a bunch of decorated rooms. There was stuff in there that, you know, looked pretty cool that you thought was gonna pop up at you, but then nothing would happen. There were really, not only were there no scare actors, there weren't really any scares at all. All right, we just walked down the hill a little bit from Willoughby's, and we're about to head into Sewer of Souls, which in the past years, this one's been here for a few years, and in the past couple of years, it's been a pretty decent maze. So hopefully it will be again. Oh. Okay. Yep. All right. Well, it was kind of the same thing again with that one. There was a few more scare actors in there, not many more, and yeah, there just wasn't really a lot of scares. Now let's see if we can go find some of the walk-around scare actors. Little action going on outside of Sewer of the Souls. Looks like the scare actors finally made their way up to the top of the hill. Well, that's new for this year. They got someone up here with wings. So we went and did 2 other mazes and then came back down the hill, and the people that were in line behind us let us jump back in line. They saved our spot for us, which was really nice of them. And oh, it looks like it's now finally opening. It's almost 8 o'clock. Okay, well, my mistake. They didn't really open it. They just let us into a different part of the line. We're now stuck in this corral, and they haven't actually opened the maze yet. It's about 8:15. An hour and 15 minutes after when it was supposed to open. Okay, so it's a little bit after 9, and we finally just got out of the Conjuring. So I gotta say, it started out really strong. I thought it was gonna be a really great maze, and then it kind of, yeah, it went downhill really quick. It was really promising, but yeah, again, there just wasn't really any scare actors in there, and definitely was not worth the long wait, unfortunately. So the people that were in line behind us for the Conjuring were telling us that when they got here, they found out that Saw wouldn't be open, and they went to guest services to talk to him about it. And the lady at guest services actually told them, it's Six Flags. You never know what's gonna happen. I thought that was hilarious. And apparently when we left to go to the other 2 mazes, one of the workers at the Conjuring came out to everyone at the line and told them that Saw was now open, and that if they wanted to head over to Saw, they could do that first until the Conjuring opened. So one of the people that was in line behind us got out of line and ran all the way to the back of the park to see if Saw was open, and it in fact was not open and was not going to be opening at all tonight. So now we're heading to the back of the park to find Aftermath. And I forgot to mention that I didn't film inside of the Conjuring because I wanted to just enjoy that maze. But if you really want to see it, there's some videos already up on YouTube that other people have shot showing that entire maze.
Around this time, there have been these disturbances.
All right, we walked all the way to the back of the park and we're about to go in Aftermath. What's going on here? Uh-oh. This is definitely one of the coolest parts. This is a bunch of the old Batman stunt show, stuff from the Batman stunt show. Do it again. Uh-oh. Okay, right over there is Aftermath, and then right across from it, they have this scare zone. It's this one is kind of like a maze, though. They've got it fenced off.
Oh my God! Oh my God!
I think there might be more scare actors in here than there have been in the mazes. Whoa! Hey, that was pretty good, huh? So we're gonna pop into this store really quick because it seems like one thing that they have improved this year is the merch. They've got a lot of merch and some pretty cool merch. Some kind of 80s and 90s looking stuff. Look at this. Let me get this one. It's actually some pretty good looking stuff. And this one glows in the dark. If you're into clowns, you got that. That's a great one. I gotta say, I'm actually feeling the merch this year. Oh, and they have some official licensed merch too. The Conjuring. I don't see one for Saw. Maybe somewhere else. Oh, that's actually a pretty awesome Halloween shirt. And within Fright Fest, you'll also find Oktoberfest. So you get two fests for the price of one. Maybe we should head in there and see if we can find Clark Griswold. And we're now gonna head into DC Universe, formerly Gotham City. And when this was Gotham City, it was one of the best areas at Fright Fest. Gotham City and then the top of the hill by Willoughby's. Those were like the two kind of famous, if you will, areas here at Fright Fest. I'm not really seeing as much going on. You know, a couple of A couple of scare actors there. So this is something that they did this year. They painted these murals that, these are past Fright Fest workers. Some of these are actually from my time working here, and I guess they're a little way to pay tribute. Oh, pay tribute to some of the past workers. And this is interesting. These are actually Christmas decorations, and for some reason they've got them out here for Halloween. Yeah, so 10-15 years ago, like this whole area was packed. You couldn't even really walk through here. What?
It's perfect. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Trainwreck needs 5 cameras to capture all this from every angle.
All right.
Can I get a choo-choo?
Choo-choo. All right. Well, that was fun. But yeah, this whole area would be packed. Like you couldn't even walk through it. Shoulder to shoulder people, and the scare actors were just everywhere. Yeah, it's a little dead compared to how it used to be. And that wasn't supposed to be a pun. And right next to the Gotham City, or whatever it's called now, area is this area, the Steampunk District, or Territory Twisted. It's sad to see the old Magic Moments Theater still just sitting here, nothing going on there. You know, they don't do shows here anymore. And then after that, they used to have mazes in there. They don't even do that anymore.
Welcome.
Oh.
Enjoy your stay, mortal.
And I've probably mentioned before, the Magic Moments Theater is also where I auditioned when I first came to work at Fright Fest. So it makes me sad that they don't use it anymore, and I have a feeling that eventually it's just going to end up getting torn down for something else. Headed into Bugs Bunny World, normally just for kids, but during Fright Fest, it's Carnival Hell. Oh, it looks like over here they've got a fortune-telling machine. Step up and find out our fortune. Voltan the Great. Oh!
Today is your lucky day, my friend, for I have a fortune especially for you.
I gotta say, that was actually pretty cool. It's only about 3 actors in there, but that fortune-telling thing kind of makes up for it. Like I said, that was cool. That was a creative idea. I don't know that I've ever seen that particular thing done before, so good job on that one. They've got it decorated in front of the Golden Bear Theater. I don't really think there's anything going on here. They've just got a couple of photo ops. A ghoulie box, supposed to be like Barbie. That one over there. And then this one is a big birthday cake, because this is actually Fright Fest 30th anniversary. Knott's is celebrating their 100th anniversary, but 30 years here at Fright Fest. So we're now heading into the area where Flashback used to be. You've got 3 different mazes in this area. You've got Truth or Dare, Condemned, and what is that one? Vault 666. Okay, so we decided to start with Condemned House Party, and for some reason there's no filming inside of this maze, so I won't be filming this one. But what we were just noticing, and we've actually been noticing this throughout the night, is they're only letting in small groups of like 3 or 4 people, and then they're waiting a good 2 or 3 minutes before letting in the next group. So even though the lines are really short, like this one probably had less than 50 people in line, it's still taking forever. We've probably already been waiting about 15 minutes. I don't know why they're doing that. It just really doesn't make any sense. So we weren't too impressed with Condemned House Party. We're now about to go into Vault 666 Unlock. This is one that they've had in previous years, and I was never really a big fan of it, but you never know. Maybe it got better. As you can see, not a lot of people in line again, but it's still taking forever. We're in the third room now and still no scares. Seems like there's supposed to be scares, but no actors. Fourth room, nothing. Fifth room. Okay, that's great. Okay, the idea of this is cool. Is that real? Is that one real? Almost every room we've gone in, there's been no actors and no scares. We're now about to go into Truth or Dare, and this is going to be our final maze of the night. And this one is taking the longest out of any maze that we've gone into tonight. We've probably already been in line about a half hour. Again, not that many people in line, but they're only letting in a couple of people and then waiting like 5 minutes to let in the next group. All right, that is going to conclude our evening here at Six Flags Magic Mountain Fright Fest. I have presented our evening for you, and now you can make up your own mind about how things are here at the park. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.
Where are they?
Thank you.